I do believe, though, that it's much easier to build up a viewer base on YouTube than it is on, for example, Twitch. Not for live streaming specifically, but for video uploads. Twitch is absolutely brutal when it comes to discoverability. Like, basically, there is no discoverability. Most people, when they look for a new streamer, will go to the game or the category that they're interested in. Like, say, for example, you want to watch somebody do miniature painting. You go to the miniature painting category on Twitch, and you click whoever is the biggest streamer, right? That's generally how that goes. Either that or you have to have, like, some sort of reference point, or you kind of know somebody. I guess a raid can sometimes be effective, but I think overall it is kind of difficult to build up an audience. And I do think if I were to do everything all over again, if I had to start up in 2025 with, like, as a brand new content creator and I never made a video before in my life, knowing what I now know, I would definitely be able to do something on YouTube. I think I could have a successful YouTube channel, even if there was no YouTube channel yet. But I'm not so sure about a Twitch stream. I feel like Twitch stream is hard, man. It takes a long grind and there's really no guarantee. So I usually, at the end of my stream, try to rate somebody on Twitch, because I know it's really hard to build a channel. I've been doing that for a long time. I rate a random person. Sometimes people that I follow, sometimes random people in the category. No, it's basically the same, Brad. Like, whatever you prefer. That's for you, Thort. Do I look pretty to you, Thort? Thort, tell me I look pretty with my nail polish. I know it. Thanks, dude. Here we go. Oh. Do I keep it until Laurent's home? Yeah, the Twitch model is very winner takes all. And if you are, like, in Twitch's shoes, you're also just kind of, like, not too incentivized to get smaller streamers to get a lot of viewers. Because when you think about it, like, if you are a big streamer, like, say you are one of the most popular streamers on the platform, you get 20,000 live viewers. Twitch knows that that streamer also is aware of how they can keep 20,000 people occupied, right, and engaged. So why would they want to have people go to somebody who's got 3 viewers when they could also have you go to somebody who is guaranteed to, you know... I agree, NMR. Exactly. You can paint your nails as a guy if you want to. 100%. Not really a thing for me personally, but I could. I feel like YouTube, though, is more of like a knowledge type of thing. For Twitch, it's kind of like, it's a lot more randomness. There's a lot more RNG with Twitch streaming than there is with YouTube creation. Like, if you make good videos on YouTube, there will be people watching. It happens all the time that you get recommended a channel that has like 3 video uploads, or like 1 video upload, you know? Any video can go viral. Okay. Oh, it's already 5 to 8. Whew. I actually gotta head off soon. Okay. I actually do have to head off. Loran ordered me pizza. So I can go get pizza, but I have to go pick it up. She wasn't sure what time I was gonna get, you know. Yeah, she bought me pizza. She is the best. She makes you work for it, Lowko? No, no. It works better this way. Sometimes the delivery people are way early. And I don't hear the doorbell, and it becomes a little bit of a mess. So, I think I'm gonna be wrapping it up over here, guys. We're gonna be wrapping it up here. I will continue with the gold next time around. Today we did gold highlighting. We still need to do the shading on the gold because it is way too bright. It does look cool though. The gold's really nice actually, I do really like it. Okay, nice. Good little painting session. Gamers. Today we are going to continue onwards with a little bit more of Mr. Lionel Johnson. I am currently painting in all of the gold. I've done a coat on most of it already. And I think I'm gonna do another coat today and then we're gonna use a wash. That's the plan. It's actually kind of starting to come together a little bit. I feel like the gold really does set a really nice tone to the rest of it. Like the green and the cloak and the black armor and stuff. The gold is a really good look. Yeah. This is Lionel Johnson, yes. Primarch of the Dark Angels. I got started with the gold trim last time around. So obviously we have a lot of other components too. Most of it seems to be okay, but I'm probably gonna need a coat on most of it just to add a nice strong color. Oh, hey Milo. You wanna say hello to everybody? Okay. Love you too, buddy. You really want to sit? You want to be right in front of me? Yeah, you have a beautiful butt. Oh, okay. Buddy, this is not really a great place to be, like, hanging out. No, I don't play, I just paint. Guys, we have a cat situation. What are you... Come, I'm gonna put you on the ground, bro. We have been cuddling for hours already. Can you leave me alone for a little bit? Milo's like, hey, what about we? Hey, bro, do you wanna you wanna hang out like all day, every day? As Milo's getting older, he's becoming more snuggly. The thing is, he's not that old. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe he'll be super snuggly by the end of, I don't know. The end of like 2027 or something. He would just not leave me alone ever. We've had one snuggle, yes. What about second snuggles? Okay, so this is the shield. Let me zoom in as far as I can zoom. I want to add a little bit of color variety to the shield in particular. So it's a bit hard to see. The background of the shield is going to be red. I want to add like a brighter color in some of the details. So the griffin on the shield, it's got like a snake in its mouth, and then it's also got like a laurel on its head. I'm gonna make those a different tone from the rest of the shield. So I've got like a I'm not sure what the best color for it would be. Do you think like a silver would be good? Maybe like a really pale color would be good. Let me see. I'll get some of the gold. So I have some of the gold that I used originally on it. And I think I'll mix in like a little bit. I could also just use like a full platinum. Maybe we'll try like a full bright color first. Maybe just a very thin coat of it. See what it looks like. This color is very bright though, so maybe too bright. And we can have a little peek. Maybe I should mix the two. I think I'll mix the two. So we'll take a little bit of the original gold. We'll add in a little bit of the silver, which should create a very pale gold. Not exactly sure how bright I want it to be, but I think if it's like pure silver, it's probably a bit too much. Okay. We'll give this a try, and then if we don't like it, we can change it. Oh, you're sending out your box of Lionel Johnson to be painted? Okay. This is a mini though that's quite complex. I have found that the amount of it takes a lot of work. Like this is, even though it's a small miniature, there's a lot of details. Just a lot of variety, you know? This is not... How much do people charge for painting, for example, a Lionel Johnson? I mean, maybe I'm painting it to a bit of a ridiculous personal standard. Also, I'm not that great a painter, but I feel like the amount of hours it would take to paint this, it would be kind of unnecessarily expensive if somebody wants to pay for it. You were quoted €480 for the entire Inner Circle Battle Force? Wow. So that includes this mini, and then like another, like, what is it, like 7 or so? $21? Oh my god. 21 miniatures? 22 including Lionel? Dang. Yeah, hard to make a living if you're a mini painter, I think. A lot of the commission work. Maybe it's really fun, but I guess the guys are also really good at it though. They'll probably paint very quick. Oh, the company you use for it is in... Okay. I see. Yeah, $20 a miniature seems... I mean, I spent so many hours on just one. It's, but obviously the guys are gonna be very good and very efficient. I'm not efficient. Okay, what do you guys think of the color on the snake? I just want some tonal variety. We will wash it, so it will all look a little different, but I think that's about right, right? Okay, so they charge $180 for the lion. Company is based in Sri Lanka. Okay. Yeah, maybe for Sri Lankan standards, that's great. I don't know. But obviously, a lot of the guys will be very good at painting, and if you use an airbrush and a bunch of other stuff, they would be... you could actually get the job done pretty quick. Okay, thank you for sharing. I didn't know. I was wondering. Okay. quite like this actually. I think this looks good. I feel like if it's just all the same color, it's gonna be kind of boring. Yeah. I honestly feel like in general, this is all looking pretty strong. So we'll let this dry and then we'll apply a wash on it. No, we are gonna shade it, so this is still all unshaded. Generally, people use a shade, like a specific shade paint for it. In the past, I've used Guilliman Flesh because I didn't have a proper shade paint. And I found that Guilliman Flesh looks really nice. So this is, it's a contrast paint. It is not quite the same as a, like an official wash. But Guilliman Flesh actually seems to do really quite well as a gold shader. All right, it's time, chat. It's time. Oh, the cats don't like this. Yeah, if you add like, so this is like a reddish, brownish skin color, generally, if you use it on a face. But it works well as a way to like contrast gold. I quite like it. So we're gonna apply that on all of the gold. So I'll have to relayer some of it, obviously, or I'll have to relayer pretty much all of it, but I think that'll be fine. Let me take a bit of a larger brush for that. We'll use a, maybe like a size 2 should be good. No, so we're gonna like, well, basically the idea is we're gonna do a base coat like we've done right now. So the build order. Let's talk about build orders. A purple wash can also look really good. I don't mind the idea of a purple wash either. Nah, I think I'm gonna do Guilliman Flesh, kind of just because I know that it works and I kind of want to do a good job on this, but I'll give that a shot in the future. So the build order is to base coat it with gold, like we've done right now. Then wash it with what I'm gonna do is Guilliman Flesh, which is a paint that I mostly want to settle in the recessed areas. And then we're gonna relayer it again with the original color, avoiding all of the recessed bits. That's the idea. So this is mostly just for the shadows, the shadow areas, and then we'll highlight it back up. So base coat, shade, relayer, highlight. That's the idea. So this is like a brownish color for shading all of this. Kind of got to keep it moving a bit, but should be okay. We'll start with the rim. Around the outside. This is also a relatively transparent contrast paint though. So it's not a super strong one. Some of them are much stronger. I haven't used a lot of contrast paints lately. I was thinking about doing a full mini again with loads of contrast paints. Because it is fun. Bit of a different technique, goes a bit quicker. Do the back. You like the underground or undercoat brown for gold? Yeah, undercoating is okay. I don't think the undercoating makes that big of a difference. Unless you use like speed paints or something, I guess, for gold, which I heard is awesome. I've never used it before. I just base coat most things, or like I prime most things in brown. Or in gray rather, not brown. So maybe this is gonna mute a lot of the colors we've already added actually, and that color variety I just tried to add. Maybe this is gonna fully mute it. Not exactly sure. But we'll relayer it, and it'll look awesome by the time we're done with it. Can be quite messy here on the shield because there's nothing else painted in yet. You don't have to be too precise here. Anything else we need to focus on? Gotta make sure that I hit everything. Okay. So we'll let this dry. What's going on, Chris? Today we're painting minis. Yeah, we'll let this dry, and then we'll relayer later. This is gonna take like a half hour to fully dry. So we can move on to the next part. Similar idea on the backpack. I don't know if this really requires an additional layer of the gold. No, I feel like all of this is pretty strong already. Okay, we'll just go straight into relayering this too. Now I know what you're thinking, relayer. No. So this is the power pack on the back. Painting it separately. Because otherwise I couldn't paint the cape. And there's still like a fur animal type of thing on the back as well that I also still need to paint. So we're not gonna glue this on until later. Milo's trying to get Toby's attention now. Toby's still sleeping on the chair. We're listening to some World of Warcraft Ashenvale music, by the way. As you may have already noticed. If you are a World of Warcraft fan, that is. I haven't yet painted the wings section over here, so we can be a little messy. This is gonna make it all look pretty old and tarnished initially, which is not really what we're going for. I just want this in the detail, like in the recessed bits. So we're mostly just applying this for now and then relayering it. I don't actually want it to look old and dirty. Although it could be really cool too. Honestly, we could look at what it looked, but he's a Primarch, you know? I feel like for like maybe an old Space Marine or something, using old armor makes sense, but for a Primarch, having old grimy armor is a bit weird. We can add a little bit of detail like that. Feather it out so we don't get any weird drying points. Okay, we'll let this dry as well. The sword should also be fine as it is. I already added the second coat to that last time around. So we can just kind of do the same process here. The power sword. The power sword. This feels like cheating though, using a wash like this. Rather than painting all the shadowed bits myself, I can just let the paint run into it. Okay. Then we have the base over here. They have a bunch of golden details too. I think I've only done a single coat on this, but it's not looking too bad. I should add a second one though. You can call them minifigures. I don't mind. Minifigures, miniatures, plastic soldiers, giga nerd stuff. Whatever you like, really. I know some people are pretty particular about that. Do you like giga nerd stuff? Me too. Manly miniatures. No, no. Very nerdy. Plastic crack? Another common name. I haven't bought a miniature though since my birthday, guys. It's been a while. Hey, Arctics, thank you so much. Welcome back. You like war dollies? Ooh, good name. Thank you for the support. Monday subscriptions. Those are extra rare. Monday is always a slow streaming day. You keep buying miniatures, but you never finish them? Yeah, you should probably at some point get to finishing some before buying new ones. I've seen some crazy collections of plastic on Reddit in particular, with people that buy, but don't paint. I mean, you can do whatever you like, but... Probably should paint some. Yeah, collecting is fun too, though. You've got currently 10 different projects you're working on? Yeah. I try to stop myself from starting new projects, especially when projects get difficult. Like this one has had a couple of moments where I'm like, man, all of this is so small. And then you look at another box and you're like, ooh. Don't mind if I do, but I've been actively stopping myself. Okay. So this is the main mini. I just want to make sure that it's got a nice strong base coat on gold. It's done one coat on everything so far. And some of it has got a second coat. Not the end of the world. Before we apply the brush. Yeah, the Army Painter Gold I really do like. Although, to be fair, Retributor Armor is one of the very, best paints I think that Citadel has. Retributor Armor is fantastic, but this is a pretty good supplement. Or replacement, I guess. This one's extremely shiny though. I feel like it's shinier than Retributor Armor. This one, if you can't find the Citadel paint, I think this one is a good alternative. Somehow Retributor armor seems to be really hard to replace. But this is all, other than the contrast paints and the washes. I don't think I actually have used a wash on this yet, but other than, you know, the Gilliman flesh just now. But all of this has been Army Painter paints, like Army Painter Fanatic. I've been liking them a lot. What's going on, Risto? Am I this kind of nerd? Maybe. Are you nerd shaming me? Look, I may be a nerd, but at least I don't paint model trains, you know? There's always one step worse. Those are the real nerds, you know? If we're gonna gatekeep nerdism, those are the real nerds. You just started the stream and you were like, WTF? Yeah, fair. Model planes. Those are the real nerds. Right? Shiny? Shiny has a few of those. A couple. Diorama nerds? Ooh, I do like dioramas. Although you've been really enjoying Warhammer lately though, Shiny, am I crazy? I feel like I haven't seen you paint any war, like, mini in a while. Or like historical mini, I guess, the best way to describe it. The Warhammer bug has bitten. A nice red hyena. You got a nerd hoodie from www.lowko.shop? Very nice. Those are S tier. I think the only part left to do for now is the trim on the cape. So that part is a little finicky. Is there anything else? Has anybody here painted the lion? I'm just wondering if I'm forgetting something. We have the sword, we have the guys on the base. We have the shield, the backpack. Is there anything else that's supposed to be gold? I'm gonna look up the box art real quick. I'm a little afraid there's supposed to be something else gold and I completely miss it. It depends on the head options, like the one with the helmet has some gold details on it too. No, I think that's about it. Okay, we gotta do a second coat on the cape trim. The cape trim feels sketchy to me, dude. I really don't want to get it onto the green. I mean, I can just paint over it and fix it, but it'd be easier if I just don't paint over the green. Probably gonna have to fix it anyways. I think I just painted a tiny little bit, but... Yeah, there's actually the tiny outside ledge, like right outside of the gold trim, to the edge of the cape that I still have to paint anyways. Then also, we want to edge highlight some of it. So I'm gonna have to go back in anyways with the green. Easy does it. Easy does it. I don't think I've played Dawn of War 1, no. I don't know if I've ever played any of the Dawn of War games. Should I? Yeah. Dawn of War 1's by far the best. Yeah, I think we talked about it before on stream. Is that the Warhammer game? Or am I misremembering now? It's a 40k RTS? Okay, okay. Does it have like a good campaign that I can play, or like how does it work? I don't really want to learn multiplayer, but I don't think I've played it. The campaign is great? Yeah? From RTS players, you guys are saying the campaign is great? RTS players tend to have very high standards. Oh, is that the very old game? I mean, I would still enjoy it, I'm sure. Is that the game from the 90s? I don't remember. Yeah, I was thinking about the Lord of the Rings RTS game too, dude. Or like the old school one. I would like to replay Warcraft 3. Another banger. Thank you very much, Sventilator, for the 21. Welcome back. It's 2004? Okay. So it's not super old. ...2004, that's only 11 years ago. Yeah, give or take. Give or take. The line's coming along pretty well, Sven. Try my best to not mess up the trim here before we apply the wash. Am I keeping it within the frame, by the way? I'm really pulling it as close to my face as I can, which is a bit silly. Trying to use my eyeballs. Yeah, if they do a remaster, I will definitely play it, but... Too many games to play, guys. Too many games. Okay. I think that about settles the cloak. We'll let that dry for a minute. It's only very thin layers of paint, should be pretty quick. And then we'll, in the meantime, add a wash as well then to the base. What's up, Daxel? I should paint a Grey Knight one time. I don't actually own any Grey Knights. I have to be a little bit more neat on the lion himself, because it has a bunch of finished parts already. This all can be a little bit messy, because the rest of the hilt is not yet done. Or whatever this is called, the sheath. Good enough. Gonna make sure we put a nice little coat over here too. I think I'm overloading it a little bit. I'll soak up some of the excess in a little bit. Dude, I keep thinking of that movie we watched in the cinema yesterday. It's very good. We went to see a movie called Companion. I talked about it on the stream at the beginning, but it was a bit of a banger. Highly recommend. I liked it a lot. It gets the Lowko seal of approval. For whatever that's worth. Yeah, the one with the, yeah. One of the main actors is from The Boys. If you liked a movie called The Menu that came out a few years ago, you should definitely go watch Companion. Both of those movies I very much so liked. Very similar looking vibes. It was good. Did I watch Wicked? I did see Wicked, yes. Hey, Rushy.
I have an honest question to ask you. If you have to travel via tube in London, would you trust me with giving you accurate directions?
If I had to travel by tube in London and you were giving me directions, would I trust you? Yeah. Why not? I would assume you wouldn't send me somewhere, no? Did I pass a test? Like what? Definitely. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Is Lowko watching a video? No, I'm the one painting. It's me. Hello. It's me. Hello. It's. Rushy's gonna get me shanked? Oh God. I doubt it. Maybe. Rushy, you're gonna try and get me shanked in London. You're working on developing instructions for our European tour and you're in charge of figuring out how to use the tube in London? Oh, snap, dude. You gotta have a bunch of Americans use the tube. Oi, bruv, in it. Not just any Americans, but Americans from the great state of Iowa. I don't think they're very used to using public transport. Maybe.
Hello, hi.
Thank you very much, Matt, for the 4 months. And thank you, of course, Rushy too, dude, for the 115. So wait, the new university, or what is it, the new high school you work at, also does the same Euro trip as the one that you were on previously, Rushy? It's a different organization? Oh, okay. Oh, snap, I thought it was like a school thing. No, you've explained this. I know this is like a statewide thing. I forgot. I see, I see. Are you gonna come over to the beautiful country of the Netherlands again, bro? You can come and hang out. That'd be fun. If you're gonna stay longer or join earlier or whatever, you're more than welcome. I can't this time? Since you're a higher leadership role this time? Ah, okay, okay. Just tell the kids how to get on a plane. It's not that hard. Just make them go through the security and wave goodbye. You can text the gate. This does really add a nice little bit of depth. Huh? Så hopefully clean. The head is absolutely tiny. Lowko, can you whisper into the mic? I need some ASMR. Subscribe. Prime Gaming. Memberships. How am I doing? Hit like. Can you talk dirty to us, Lowko? No. See, you guys always push it too far. I guess that's why we... Oh, it worked! Big! Thank you, Echo. Echo Steel with the moves. Thank you very much, Echo. Usually, Rushy, for every like public transport thingamajig in every country I've been to, there's like an app that basically tells you, go here. And then it says, go there instead. And you just kind of follow the advice of the app. I'm assuming London will have something very similar, and it will probably be very easy. City Mapper? Okay, there's an app called City Mapper. I haven't heard of that one, but you might want to have a look. Dude, Twitch chat immediately coming in clutch. Google Maps? Yeah, Google Maps is actually pretty good these days too. The app for TFL in London won't let you make an account unless you're in the country? Huh. Have you heard of Surfshark? No, not sponsored by Surfshark anymore, but... Yeah, no VPN sponsorship for me at the moment. But I still like Surfshark. City Mapper is Europe-wide, I think. Like I think City Mapper is not just for for the UK. I think it's all of Europe. Yeah, I heard of it before, but I've never used it. Thank you, Politically Okay. The caped colors look phenomenal. Thanks. I'm very pleased with how it's turning out. I'm trying to make this my best mini I've ever painted. Which is why I am taking an extremely long time. I'm really not rushing any part of the process here. I'm just taking it as easy as I can. Then we dip it? No, no, we're not dipping anything of this miniature. This is the closest to a dipping as we're gonna do on this mini, man. We're not gonna pour paint over this one. There's too many hours gone, dude. Look, I just got into 40k a few weeks ago. When do they find the Warhammer? Mate, I've been into this in a while, or for a while now. I was promised 40,000 Warhammers. It is embarrassing how few actually have come up. Some of them use a Warhammer as like a weapon of choice, I guess, but I mean, that's just a blunt weapon. It's just, I don't know. Very few Warhammers. It's like the One Piece. There's no One Piece in the One Piece? Do they at least all come back in One Piece? Because I know they go like on the ocean and stuff. That's all about, that's pretty much all I know about One Piece. I'm assuming not all of them come back in One Piece either. Some of them come back in multiples. People very often end up in multiple pieces in Warhammer, though. That's absolutely true. Because in the grim darkness of the future, there is only war. London is pretty fun, dude. I went to London with school years and years and years ago in high school. That's the only time I've been. Actually, I've been on the airport, but I don't know if that counts. I had a good time. Who's Horus and why is he heresy? I know, dude. Like, if the Emperor didn't want his son to rebel, why did he name him Horus Heresy? That's just silly. Okay, we'll let this dry. Already though. Looking pretty banger. It's looking pretty old and worn now, but that's okay. Let me move that off to the side. Actually, you can still live within the frame. How about that? Oh, you're not in the frame. There you go. You can live in the frame. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Mutlasis? In One Piece, people generally stay intact with the occasional hole in their chest. Okay. I don't know anything about One Piece. Okay, we're gonna do some relayering, trying to stay out of the recessed areas. Actually, I'll use a bit of a smaller brush here. Not really smaller, but longer. Longer and skinnier. That's how I like my brushes. So I want to stay out of the recesses mostly. go. Give it more of like a platinum look. I don't know. I don't really know too many details of the storyline of the Emperor and everything. I've read a bunch of books right now, but I don't feel entirely qualified. The Warhammer world is pretty big. In Warhammer, everybody's always talking about the Emperor, but they're not really, like, the Emperor's just kind of chilling, dude. He's pretending to work at work, you know? That's what the Emperor does. Okay, so the silvery color there I think is nice. Maybe I'll add a little bit as well to this like line that's running down the side here. I don't know. Not exactly sure what this is supposed to be. But I think a little bit of variety over here is nice. There we go. The circular bits, by the way, on the shield. So there's one in the top right and then one in the bottom left. Those are like gems. So we're gonna paint those later. It's gonna have to have a bit of a different look. Okay, we're gonna relayer some of the main eagle. Or bird, whatever it is. Griffin.